What's going on, good people? What's going on with it? It's your
What's
boy
that?
Polo. I got my man Mad here with me. We here got the lovely Sherry.
Thank you for having me.
Sherry's Diner. What's going on with you, baby?
I can't call it, baby. Just trying to survive. You know how they go.
For the people that don't know you, let them know who you is.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sherry Henson, a.k.a. Cherie's Soul Food and Deli. Used to be. And now I'm Cherie's Catering. So if you're looking for some good food, hit me up. 803-288-3556.
Oh, you do, so you on the road with it.
I'm on the road with it now. I'm moving. I go where you need me to be.
You like that better?
I love it. I love it. I get to meet different people and different attitudes, and you get to see who will spend money and who won't spend money. You know what to charge when you're here, and you know what to charge when you're somewhere else. So, yeah, that worked better for me. I enjoy it.
You still got a broad menu, everything.
I do. I do anything from fast food to soul food to vegan. If it's a recipe for it, send me a recipe.
I might go to pizza. You just do pizza.
I make homemade pizza. I do it all, baby. It ain't nothing I'm gonna turn down. You need it, I got it.
That's what's
I'm
up.
gonna put it together. That's for sure.
Where you on cooking at now?
I cook on every other Friday at On the Rocks. I was doing every other Thursday, but it wasn't quite feasible enough, so I cut Thursday out. I'm just doing Friday. I work a full-time job, so that limits what I do. I cook every Sunday from home, and I sell soul food on Sundays. I do a lot of catering, baby showers, weddings, gender reveals, birthday parties, retirement parties. If you just want to have a party, it don't matter. I mean, you know, I'm there for all occasions. I ain't got no discrepancy. Pool party, hey, hit me up, I got you. But that's mainly what I do right now. I would love to go back to cooking full time because I didn't work for myself so long, you know what I'm saying? Trying to work and hit a clock really ain't my style, but you know, you get a little older, you gotta have that insurance. Gotta have that insurance, you know, so I have to do what I have to do.
But you're doing a lot of catering.
I do. As a matter of fact, this weekend I'm catering for the McGriff family reunion. The Twitties and the Stevenses are actually having their cousins reunion. Tomorrow night we'll be at the community center. We're gonna have a good menu. Saturday we'll be down on Twitty Estates. We're gonna have a big cookout, and I'm gonna do all the food for that. I pull my big grill out and pull my fryers out, and we make it happen. You know.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
That's alright.
When you but like I was about to say, when you do it, since you do a lot of catering, like say, is it hostesses? Do you do like hosting with the catering, or you just bring with the food?
Now I am not a decorator. Let me say that I'm a cook. I am not a decorator, but I do. If you need me to cater, you need me to serve. I do full service. I bring my whole staff. We'll set it up for you. I done a wedding not long ago where actually they wanted it set up where the people was served, you know, during the cocktail hour.
Okay.
We come fully dressed. You tell us what your colors are, what colors you want us in. We wear our t-shirts or button-ups, you know, with our names on them.
Come for the occasion.
We come for the occasion. So, and whatever the menu is, you know, we serve it. But yeah, we once you hire me, as far as the food, from start to finish, once I'm paid, you ain't got to worry about another thing when it comes to the food.
You got that
From the setup to the cleanup,
I
we
know
do
it's
it all.
good.
Yeah,
I know it's real good.
I try to do the best I can.
Polo, I'm gonna tell you the truth, Polo. I'm gonna need you to do that intro one more time. I'm talking about, I felt like I was in church on Sunday. Say it one more, Miss She, a.k.a. She. How you say it one more time, Polo?
Sherry, she's down.
Tell him, Polo. I'm gonna get to it one more time.
Sherry's, baby.
That's
She
right,
she's
that's
down.
right.
She reads down.
There we go. There we
You
go.
can't forget about Reed.
That's right.
There we
That's my nickname and my mom's
There we
nickname
go.
put together. I'm she, Reed. I put it together. We, she, Reed.
Yeah, hey, there's some good food going
We're a
right
team.
now.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Oh yeah, we work
It was
with
over
inside
there,
Reed
over
and
there.
live
Don't
together.
let you
Southside
down.
area.
Not one time. I done ate over at your house and different establishments.
Well, I appreciate your support.
Yeah.
Always.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
What's the number one thing? What's the number one food you sell?
Well,
Well, you know, what everybody gonna call you for you when she like everybody call it that chicken salad. You say when you say you got chicken salad.
I thought
you
about
sell
getting a
out.
pad and put it in these grocery stores, but yeah,
You
that's,
sell out. You
Shit,
say
patty
chicken
done.
salad,
Chicken
onions
salad.
and no onion.
yeah, chicken salad is a good seller. But I actually started out, I started cooking. A girl had found out she had diabetes, and she wanted to know if I'd make her a salad every day. So she was like, if I give you $25, I was like, wait a minute, $25 ain't gonna get you no salad every day, you know what I'm saying? So I said, well, I do it with you. So every day I started making her these salads, and every day I do maybe a grilled chicken salad, or grilled fish salad, or a chef salad. So every day she was posting. So people just started hitting my inbox. She was saying, you selling these, you selling these. So I went home, I told my mom, I was like, if I get 25 orders for salads, will you help me make them? We actually done 210 salads the first 2 days. And that's how I got into it. So first I just started out doing salads. And then it was, hey, can we get some cheeseburgers and hot dogs? So whatever they asked for, I started adding. And then it just, went on and went on and on. And then somebody took and told on me that I was selling food, or whatever. And I got a call from D-Head. So I was mad at first. But had they never made the call, then I wouldn't have never took the step to open my business, you know what I'm saying? And it taught me the ins and outs of what I could do and what I couldn't do, and what I needed to know and what I didn't need to know. And also when other people call me that's starting their businesses, I don't mind sharing the information, because I went into it blind. I had to learn everything on my own, feel my way, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of no's and all that before I actually got a yes, so it made me who I am today. So I appreciate whoever told on me,
You're a wonderful cook. Ain't hard to tell who told on you.
Right.
Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, we got a lot of people cooking these days, and it's enough for everybody to go around, you know what I'm saying? So, exactly. So,
You don't see, you don't see McDonald's arguing with Burger King.
You don't, and you're not going to.
People in commercials.
And you won't see Cherise arguing with nobody.
That's just a commercial.
They getting paid.
But back to what you were saying about when they sent the people, the DHEC people, whatever. You can set up shop anywhere.
Right.
Only thing you have to do, well, I don't know the specifics about food, but I know about buildings.
Right.
You get your LLC, you can claim that building as your place of business and your place of residence.
Right.
So that'll turn into a tax write-off. Some of it. Yeah,
it's a lot of ways
you could have took that and just run with it.
But see, I went into it not knowing anything, so I ended up buying a food truck prior to going into the restaurant. And at the time, what I kept being told by DHEC was I needed to have a commissary in order to run a food truck. So once I got a commissary, then I found out, you can run your food truck as long as you're not in the same spot every day. Well, now I done spent all this money to get a restaurant, but at the same time, I've never been a waitress. I had never worked in a restaurant. So I needed to get my feet wet anyway. I'm a people person. I'm a nice person,
All that just happened was to spur them on.
Just spur them on.
All the lady asked you to make her a salad.
Make me a salad. And make her a salad.
And just turned it up.
The job that I was working, they didn't want us to have our phones on the floor. So I quit. Because I was making more money before I went to work. Then I was working all day, you know what I'm saying? So I quit my job. And I survived for about 12 years, not really working. 5 on my own, 7 in the restaurant. And then when I came out, now I got a little older. So, like I say, I told my mama, just wasn't used to sitting at home every day. I can't do this. I need a job. You know what I'm saying? I got to go get me a job and get me some insurance, so that's what I done. But, if the opportunity was to come where I could get back out there and do something different, I'd step back out there. But I don't think I want another restaurant. Not here. Not actually in Lancaster. Maybe on the outskirts of Lancaster or, somewhere like that. But
we need you here.
I know. I don't plan on going nowhere, but I really want like maybe a food trailer that I can pull to set up shop different spots.
You can, if you cook at night, you'll take the walk outside.
Well, you right. I thought about it.
Change the hours. Now
You're
you cook
exactly
at
right.
night. And sometimes
over from 10 to 3.
Hey, you know how many cheeseburgers you'll sell from 10 to 3?
I'll try to tell you.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, people still call me now. It be 10, 11 o'clock. You got any food left?
You got anything left?
Yeah, but if I got some, I get them a pizza too. You better believe it.
They come from the club. Hey, she about to close in an hour.
But but I just love to cook. Cooking is not for everybody. And I tell anybody that want to get their feet wet in the cooking game, if it's not something you love and you're just doing it for the money, you're going to get burnt out. You know what I'm saying? You got to love it.
Well, burn me out then, 'cause I'm doing everything for the money.
Yeah,
except talking. I like to talk.
Like my mom, that's my right hand. She my cutter. She cut everything up. My mom was an excellent cook. because she don't love it. She only do it because she support me and what I do. You know what I'm saying? So if it wasn't for that, she wouldn't have no problem not doing cooking nothing. You know what I'm saying? But if you love it, it's a passion. You love what you're doing. I say go for it because there's good money in it, and you know people gonna always eat.
Yeah.
They gonna definitely eat. They gonna eat if they don't do that now.
Yeah.
If you ain't cooking, working, what she doing? Don't say you at home sleep, reading a book.
I promise you.
Your kid grown, so I ain't gotta worry about you taking care of the kid.
I'll just aside, Polo, them 12 play days, they done wore out. I'm done. I'm burnt out on them 12 play days. But nah, for real though. In my spare time now, I like to travel. Me and one of my girlfriends, we do a lot of the trail rides that's going on now. You know, if it's my weekend off, you know, I just like sometimes just being out in a decent crowd. You know, I ain't gotta be a whole lot of people. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just fellowshipping and meeting new people and having a good time. I enjoy, you know, when I cook it on the rocks, that's pretty much the extent of my clubbing, you know. Even though I'm working, I'm not working because the people that they like family, you know what I'm saying? So when they come through, but other than that, I don't do a whole lot. I read a lot now. I love to watch TV, listen to music. I like to cook out at home for my family. On the holidays, most of the time I don't cook because those are my days that I make sure my kids got what they need. You know, they wanna eat. My children not big on eating out, so mama have to cook at least 4 times a week. You know, I'm in the kitchen. I mean, I'm living a meal. But it ain't no time you come to my house and not go in the kitchen.
They waiting on you
to
cook.
You can go in my refrigerator at any time. I got that from my great grandmama. You can go in my refrigerator at any time and pick from maybe 3 different meals. You're gonna have something to eat. You know what I'm saying? So.
What about the 12 play days? What was up in 12 play days? Those like some good times back then.
Oh man, 12 play. Oh, it was awesome. They were awesome. But what people didn't realize, we was living the social life before we became 12 play. And then we was like, man, that's a boring name. That name ain't doing nothing.
Y'all one shit social.
Then R. Kelly, Mr. Ryder came out with that 12 play. 12 play. There it is. It was 12 of us. We said, there go our name. Right there, 12. I'm telling you. So we folded up some numbers and put them in a jar. Everybody pulled a number. I got 8 the first time. Feel me? I'm so hard. I was like, man, come on, y'all. Put the numbers back in. We took the song. You know, he had 12 ways, right?
Okay.
So we wrote the number 1 through 12 down and folded up on a piece of paper, put in the thing. Everybody pulled their number. So the first time I pulled 8, but I wasn't satisfied with 8. I was like, y'all, come on, let's pull it again. I pulled 8 again. I said, well, you know what? It must be meant for me to have 8. Even though I'm soft, it said, feel me, I'm so hard. I go ahead and roll with it. I roll with it. It's opposite mine. So, but that's how 12 play came about. And we had some good times. We between 12 play and dog pound, our summertime parties and all that. So it was just a good time. Like just.
We need a reunion.
Yeah.
Party.
Oh, we got one coming up. Hopefully in August. So stay tuned for the flyers and the invites. Hopefully Dog Pound 12 play, we're gonna get together and run a whole reunion for a weekend and run it all back. Same way we used to do back in the day. We got a little old and rusty, but we still got it now. Don't get it twisted.
Y'all got church on Sunday now.
Hey, I might have Bengay on for the rest of the week, but I'm gonna show out that weekend now. We're gonna have a good time.
You know what they say about an old rusty car, right?
What is that?
That's something still dry.
Hey, you better know it. And you know what they doing with them old rusty cars? They taking them, they taking the parts off of them, putting new parts on them, and cranking them back up again, right? I might have to turn these old legs and knees in and put some WD-40 or something on them. Yeah, I'm gonna try it again. We're gonna hold it down.
You think the whole crew gonna come out there and try it with you?
Well, we might be missing a few because some of them live quite a ways away. You know, you get older, everybody got their lives.
I bet they'll come.
Children, they probably will. We get it to them in time.
More, like from your era.
Mm-hmm.
More folk chap grown.
They are. All our kids are grown.
So. Shit.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna have some new kids.
Hey, truth be told, all the 12 play 15 over now, so we good to go. It's been a long time.
When my kid get grown, I might leave their mom.
No, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
Message. That's it. What? Hey. Man, ain't got no kids, man. Look at here.
Kids,
man,
mama ain't
only
had
thing I gotta take care of is me. Oh my
That shit
God.
over with, man.
I don't know what I might do.
Hey, she done put up with you all these years.
Think
She
about
kill
it.
you.
Hold on. It's just
I ain't gonna think about it, cause we gonna keep it.
Damn, boy.
Guess what? That's a good shot. Good shot.
Message.
He better go and take it back.
He on TV.
Oh.
Oh, baby.
What drives you now, though, Sheriff? Like, what drives you to keep your passion in doing what you're doing?
I love the way my grandkids love my hustle. You know what I'm saying? My granddaughter, she tell me all the time, Grandma, I'm gonna be a cook like you when I grow up. Even though her mama has her own business and run the business that she run, she admire what her grandmama do. You know what I'm saying? And
Showing out.
yeah, and I like the fact that it's not old. You know, I've been catering for over 20 years now, and I still love it just like the first day I started. You know, when I do an event in my heart, I let somebody actually deter me not long ago. I've done an event, and they came up with extra people. So when you got extra people, you have to pay extra money.
Yeah.
But you came up with extra people 2.5 hours before time for the event. Well, I pulled it off, I made it happen. But then you ain't want to pay me the extra money, so you complained about the food. So I actually kind of let it break my spirit for a little minute, you know what I'm saying? And then I got to thinking, I said, you know what, you've been catering for 20 years and ain't nobody never came back and told you nothing bad, you know?
Right.
Even if it was bad, they didn't tell me it was bad, and they paid me what they needed to pay.
It ain't the food.
Yeah,
It
so
ain't the food.
my whole thing is, you just gotta know how to take the good with the bad. You gotta take criticism just like you take a compliment. So, you know, once I had a little talk with myself and got myself together, I motivate myself. I motivate myself every day to be a better me than I was yesterday. Just period. You know, treat people good. You know, once COVID hit, it was an eye opener for me as far as how important life was. You know what I'm saying? That you got perfectly healthy people, and this thing came through and just wiped so many people out. You know, so at that point, I started taking my life a little more serious, and I got more serious about me. You know what I'm saying? I don't play about me. You can't come to me any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? And then some of the things that I've been through in my life, I think God took me through those things for me to realize who I belong to. You know what I'm saying? As long as you keep God at the head of what you're doing, and stay faithful and trust and believe in what you got going on. Even if you feel like you're losing, God working, even when you don't see it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not.
All the time you work when you don't see it.
Yeah, you know, I'm not one of the most holiest people in the world, but at the end of the day, I do pray. And I pray a lot. I pray real hard, because God has saved me in some bad situations. You know what I'm saying? I remember bragging about, oh, I ain't never broke a bone before. Then I broke 21 bones at one time. You know what I'm saying? I said, well, God, I guess, you know. Then I thought I was okay, and I jumped back in the car, and then I hit a trailer truck in the back. Turned around and broke 7 bones again, you know. So I was like, oh,
You know, just asking what your low point was.
no, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But the sad part is, it took those things to happen for me to go through some of the toughest times of my life all by myself. You know what I'm saying? With nobody but my mama, really.
Right.
You know, the man that I cared about, sometimes when he come, he wouldn't even cut his car off. He'd check on me, but you know, he was getting ready to go. You know what I'm saying? You get friends, you expect them to come, but they got lives and things just happen. So I had to really, really pray through those times, get my mind right and get my head where it needed to be. And, you know, once I look at life like that. I look at relationships like that. You know, when you wreck, these scars I got, they hurt when it happened, but every day it got a little better.
Mm-hmm.
Every day it got a little better. So eventually it got well. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I look at love, you know, when it hurt me, every day it get a little better. You just got to go through what you got to go through. I look at family when they hurt you, you just got to go through what you got to go through, you know? So I don't let nothing bother me too much. Not to the point where it's a problem, you know what I'm saying? So I'm my motivation. Because the only person that can control she's happiness is she. You know, happiness starts from within. And if you don't find that happiness within yourself, you know, I lived majority of my life being a plus size woman. I never let my weight bother me in front of people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when I go behind closed doors, nobody ever knew how I felt. My closest friends, my mom, when I had the weight loss surgery, they was like, you know, I never knew your weight bothered you. But it wasn't nobody else's burden to carry but mine. So when you start taking responsibility for the things that you allow to happen in your life, you know, a lot of people, stuff happen, they want to point the finger and blame it on somebody else. A lot of stuff that go on with us, we bring it on ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So once you start taking accountability for what you done or what role you played in it, you know, it may not be all your fault, but at some point, some kind of way, you played some type of role.
Start fixing it from your part.
There you go. You fix yourself. There you go.
My father instilled in me that regardless of what outcome I get,
Mm-hmm.
good, bad, desirable, whatever, regardless of what outcome I get, I'm at least 50% responsible.
Yeah.
You know why? You know why he always told me that I'm at least 50% responsible?
Why is that?
Because I put myself down.
There you go.
Damn,
That's
message.
true.
Hey, Polo,
That's
give
a
him
message now.
That's a message.
That's a
You-
message
If
right
you
there.
didn't get your ass in that car, you ain't got to worry about who eating drugs is in the floor.
That's true.
Damn, you got in that damn car.
Message. That shit happened to me. Motherfucker got in the car. That
God.
shit stay there. You don't have to worry about that, y'all.
You would never got in that car.
But we got Sherry. We got Sherry riding through.
There we go.
We got Sherry riding through. What we at? Newtown.
Where we at? Newtown. Born and raised, grew up in Newtown all my life.
We riding through Newtown.
Oh yeah.
Sherry 9. You see the 20-year-old Sherry.
Mm-hmm.
What advice you got for her?
The 20-year-old Sherry and the 52-year-old Sherry. So the 52-year-old Sherry talking to the 20-year-old.
Yeah. What advice do you give that 20-year-old she?
The advice that I would give the 20-year-old she is everything that you done, you had to do it in order to get where you are today. So, you know, had I not made mistakes or took the wrong roads or got in the wrong car or on the wrong motorcycle, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I'd still be making those same stupid mistakes that I was making at 20, 25. So my advice to she would be, you know, quit giving so much of yourself to other people and see about yourself. I live majority of my life giving it away to other people. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, by the time I get home, I ain't got nothing left for me. So now I put myself first.
Yeah.
And if I got something left, then you can get some of it. But if I ain't got nothing left, then that day I ain't got nothing to give. You know what I'm saying? So that's a message.
That's a message.
See about yourself. Check on yourself
Check
first
on
because
yourself
ain't nobody
first.
gonna see about you like you gonna see about you. So
The
see
same
about
way
you.
when you wake up in the morning, you grab that phone and check Facebook.
That's right. Check on you.
Check on you.
That's right.
I tell Polo this every time we ask that question. We get a lot of similar answers.
Mm-hmm.
And I explain to Polo every time. Responsible takes care of irresponsible.
It does.
That's why when you wake up in the morning, if you're not trained, you'll go check on everybody else before you go check on yourself.
That's the truth.
Because you're responsible and you're so used to, let me see what irresponsible, this one. And you ain't even want to look in the mirror, you ain't even want to wash your face.
I ain't even brushed your teeth or nothing.
None of that.
Yeah. So I'm the type person. I don't change up friends. The same friends I got right now to this day. And my same friends that I done played with since I was 2-3 years old, and we done grew up together. We done went through some tough times. We done went through some things we didn't agree about. You know what I'm saying? But the love that we had for each other wouldn't allow that bond that we had to break. So I see people that I speak to and, you know, talk to. I might even go out with you. You know what I'm saying? We associates.
I still got a bond with all the guys that I came up with too, but I also made some new friends and carried on a new bond that, you know what I'm saying, like they friendship just fell in place.
Right.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
you meet people like that you just click with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I don't have other people that I do things with, but like my 12 play friends.
I got one more question.
Okay.
Actually, I got one more question. Actually, I had made a Facebook post.
Okay.
And you said, the post was, do girls, they would look at their homegirl and tell her, hey, you got too many niggas fuck. And
Yes.
you say,
Yes.
you told one of your friends that, did that friend change?
You know what? I'm gonna put it this way. If you want the hardcore truth, I'm the friend you come to. You know, you got some friends, don't care what you do, they gonna, oh girl, you got it going on, you such a get what I'm telling you. I'm gonna stop you, I'm gonna tell you, baby, you're doing too much. You're doing way too much. You know what I'm saying? Every weekend, and then when we was younger, you know, you used to get out there and do all that. But now that we done got a little old, slow down, baby. What you doing? You know what I'm saying? You was on Facebook with him 3 months ago. Now you in love again 3 months later or nothing. I'm like, whoa. But they did. I ain't gonna say, I don't know if they done changed. But they done slowed down. You know what I'm saying? They done slowed it down.
They started going out with somebody else.
There you go. They done slowed it down. So hopefully I'm making an impact on them, you know.
Don't forget.
It wasn't really what they wanted to hear, but
don't never forget. When you look at two people, 9 times out of 10, it's responsible. Taking care of
responsible. That's the truth. But I'm gonna tell you something. All jokes aside, since we're speaking about relationships, I've been single for, I really would say I've been single for 10 years, but I've been definitely single for 5. And, you know, my son told me one day, he was like, Mom, you need to get out. Ain't no man gonna knock on the door. And I got to thinking, I said, you know what, he right. Then I had to ask myself, I said, wait a minute now. I'm still trying to fall in love with me. How somebody else gonna fall in love with me? So, you know, I ain't out here rushing to get into nothing, because what I done realized, even at this age, even men at this age, when they do get your phone number, it's, well, when you gonna let me come see you? Well, when you wanna come over my house? It ain't none of that.
But you sharing that.
You know
they
what
might
I'm
want a meal.
I don't know, but I don't want to cook all the time. You know what I'm saying? People don't invite me to dinner already, so I'm trying to. Hey, give me a free meal or something. Let's discuss this thing over a meal. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I ain't too quick to jump out there no more like I used to be. You know, back in the day, you know, I go out and do stuff, but I ain't never knew how to date, because I always felt like if I was going out with you tonight and then I'm going out with you Saturday, that I'm doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking in my head like, what they gonna think of me? You know, or whatever. But people gonna talk about you whether you doing right or wrong, good or bad. You know what I'm saying?
It's all negotiating.
It is, but see, I don't know.
It's just like a job. When you go for a job, you say, well, damn, hell, I need it bad enough because I'm here.
Right. So you're gonna try it out.
Damn,
and see.
they only paying like $8, but hey, I can get 12 around the corner. But it's a 2-week waiting list on that job.
So for them 2 weeks, you're gonna try that $8 job out.
Damn, well, I'm gonna get that one first come first serve. They ain't the same way.
I'm gonna remember that.
They ain't the same way. It's just like a job.
Okay, well I'm gonna remember that.
It's just like a job.
I'm gonna definitely.
It's the same thing.
I'm gonna keep
That's all
that
it
in
is.
my mind. Remember
And see,
that.
you're the woman, so you control how far it goes.
That's exactly right. And that was my point.
Yeah.
I do control it.
You
now.
control,
so
the woman control
that's
that.
why I'm not going out with somebody every time you turn around. Like, I see some people, and I ain't knocking nobody. But like I said a minute ago,
dating in the world.
you know what I'm saying? They in love this week with this person, and then 2 weeks later, somebody different. And then, now I got confused. I'm trying to figure out what happened to that one. You know, y'all still together?
I've been in my leg 21 years. I wouldn't know how to date another motherfucker.
I'm telling you, when you got that, when you done all that, you don't want to start
I
over.
don't want to start off.
You gotta get used to
it.
it.
We'll be all right in the morning.
Hey,
I
yeah, look at that.
ain't
What's the name of the thing? I was looking at it, and the guy said, ain't no such thing as taking a break. He say, if you want to take a break, you go out there in the yard, go downstairs, do whatever you want to do, but you take a break. Don't come back over here, because I don't take breaks. You ain't going to go out here and try something else and see how it works, and then fall back on the relationship. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's what's wrong.
yeah. You know, you got to get used to knowing somebody, get used to what they like.
It's just keep in mind, look at it like when you go for a job.
Yeah, I'm going to keep that
Because
in mind.
the woman controls how far it goes.
That's
so
right.
you ain't got to put no more in than what you want.
That's right.
So
And
if you just want a meal, you can get the meal. You just want to hang out and talk. I'm serious. Same thing I tell my daughters.
That's true. That's
like,
true.
you're the woman, you control
That's right.
how far it goes now.
You control the situation.
Now, if you want to drop it like it's hot, get on down.
Baby, once I get down there, you might have to help me up, but I get it.
Before we end though, Sherry, let people know where they can find you at.
You can find me. My phone number is 803-288-3556, or I can be reached at 803-577-1201. I'm on Facebook. Shishi Henson on Facebook. On Instagram, I'm thickmadam_Shishi. And I don't remember my Snap name. I don't do a whole lot on there, but you can definitely find me on Instagram or Facebook. And either one of those phone numbers, you can contact me. hopefully it's been interesting for y'all. It's not just about the
Most
food.
definitely.
It's getting to know
Most
who
definitely.
the person is behind the food. But I cook with a lot of love. So right now, when I'm not involved with anybody, I put all that love in the food. So that's why it's tasting the way it tastes, you know.
Well, don't nobody love her then. We don't get good food.
Hey, truth be told, though, you can put 10 of us in the kitchen, give us all the same ingredients,
You gonna taste
and cook the same meal. It's gonna taste different. All 10 meals gonna taste
Yeah.
different.
All 10 of them.
Somebody shaking a little more, somebody shaking a little less, somebody didn't put something in it, you
And
know.
it's a difference when
It
you
is.
love what you do. You
Right.
can really, people can tell the difference.
Yeah, you gotta love what you do. You
You
definitely gotta love what you do.
You gotta put that love in it.
That's true. That's true. Bobby Fly, I can't fuck with them people. Hey, sometimes I watch them cooking shows and they be calling out stuff. I be like, nah, if I was on that show, I wouldn't know what to do with none of that. I just be in there putting something together, hoping that it work.
Well, see, the thing is, before we go though, but the thing is, once you get a little taste test of what the ingredients is, or you smell it,
Yeah, once
you
you
know where
taste
it go.
it, or
Because
they
that's
tell
what
me
you
the
do.
definition behind it, I can
That's
probably
what you
figure
do.
it out.
So
That's true.
you'll make it work.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it can't be rocket science. You know?
That's true. That's true. That's true. Well,
You already know what time it is. Before we get out of here,
So fast.
15 seconds with my boy, man.
15 seconds, your boy, man. We got the one and only Miss She here.
And Sherry.
Okay.
Sign up.
Sherry.
Sherry, she. Reed. And it's been a beautiful. Too fast.
Too furious.
hey, have me back in a little bit. We'll do it again.
Most definitely.
There you go.
We'll do it again.
We're gonna run every
They probably want to see me more often anyway.
You're more than welcome.
Yeah, this just the first one.
I know,
More
right?
than
This just the
welcome.
first one.
Well, I have enjoyed myself. I'm proud of you, Polo.
I'm proud.
And you
Thank
15
Oh,
seconds.
yeah.
Hey, my mama watch you 15 seconds. My mama be coming through, keep 15 seconds with your
Yeah,
boy,
I'm
man.
finna put you on.
What you
Hey.
know about that?
Yeah, most definitely. But see, that goes
Man already
to.
famous.
But see,
I'm
that
telling
goes
you.
to well. That's why I help people reflect on them.
It's
If
true.
you got a problem, let my 15 seconds take it.
I
away.
know that's right. You gotta,
So that's
gotta
what
let
I
something-
do it for.
Gotta laugh, gotta get it in there.
And then hopefully that'll get you back on, where you can be like, okay, because most trouble don't last long.
It don't.
No trouble.
It don't. No trouble last long.
But
I'm telling
sometimes it just catch you and you're like, damn, and then
Be
you
that
just,
moment.
you overreact.
you. And then once you get that little 15 seconds
There
in,
you go.
then you can breathe.
Hello.
You be like, man, let me start over. Let me get this thing going.
Shit, if that motherfucker holler 15 seconds, ain't that bad?
All right, Rose, one more question.
Okay.
For a person that's up and coming,
Mhm.
that try like you say you did, like you just fell into the cooking field.
Mhm.
What would you tell a person that's even venturing out in the area?
It's not easy. That's the number one thing. Don't think that it come overnight. It doesn't. It takes a lot of work, a lot of dedication, sleepless nights. Sometimes, you got catering events, 3, 4, 5 of them in a row. You don't get no sleep for 3 days. You know what I'm saying? But that's the dedication that come behind it. I would just say, make sure, if you got a problem or you got a question, you could definitely call me. If it's something I know, I'd be more than happy to help you. If it's some advice or guidance that I can give you, I'd be more than happy to help you with that. Because the only way we're going to make it is we help each other. So, withholding information from the next person ain't building or breaking my business. So, you could definitely call me. But I would say hang in there, pray. Every day ain't going to be good. One day you might make $1,000. One day you might not make but $10. You just got to know how to maneuver and take the good with the bad and keep pushing. So even if you just need somebody to talk to, you could definitely give me a call. Maybe you discouraged about what's going on. You've been in a drought for 3 months and you don't know what to do and you're thinking about giving up. Give me a call. I'd be more than happy to talk to you because, hey, same way the sun go down, the sun come up.
Message. I like that one, guys.
Yeah.
Damn, I like that one.
We out of here.
All right.
And we got a special guest in the background, my man JPJ. Johnson.
There you go.
PJ for life.
All day
Love.
in America.
Love, peace, and
Man,
happiness. Lost boys, baby.
Good food.